Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to UCW Breakdown on YouTube. This is airing on Friday. I know it's a little weird for you guys. You're used to Saturday, but if you watch on the Purple app, you understand why. And if you don't watch on the Purple app, you need to go check out the Purple app. We're way more fun over there. To start off the night, ladies and gentlemen, we had Supreme Knight, the leader and owner of TCW, Triple Crown Wrestling on YouTube, and Dr. Supreme Knight on Twitch. If you have not checked them out, go check it out. The man is incredible. Took on Ricky Thomas, the Continental Champion. Supreme Knight can win this match. He will go on next week on Breakdown to take on Nolan Omega and Johnny Styles in a #1 contenders match. And whoever wins that match will go on the Monday after to face Ricky Thomas right after Blood Oath for the Continental Championship, if he is still the holder. After that, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Lewis defends the Prince of Carnage Championship in a no-holds-barred match against Jake Simon. And then we have Rose Daniels defending the Iron Maiden Championship against Vendetta Vice in our semi-main event of the evening. And in the match that we've all been talking about, the match that we're all excited for, Ace Anderson defends the UCW Deathlock Championship against Azrael Black in a 2 out of 3 falls Deathlock match. It really just means it's a 2 out of 3 fall submission only match. But anyway, it was an incredible card. I'm so very happy you chose to watch us on YouTube. We got a quick cinematic that we're about to run through, but if you don't want to watch it, just skip it. It's all good. I'll see you on the other side.
Shadows crawl through broken skies. Dreams decay where silence lies. Fingers trace the edge of night. Breathing heavy, craving fight. Twisted faces cracked in time. Every mirror hides a crime. I feel the tremor in my chest, screaming louder than the rest. Shattered glass under my skin. Every cut pulls me within, breaking free from what's been said, living life among the dead. Among the dead.
Reverend Supreme Knight taking on Ricky Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, you enjoyed the Rumble yesterday? I'm glad, Hazard. I'm glad. It's the first time we've done something like that. We will definitely be doing it again. I had a great time. 77, welcome to chat, brother. How you doing? You're in the main event tonight. I'm sure you're excited. The opportunity to get your gold back. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the ring first in this non-title match, I believe it is none other than the Reverend Supreme Knight himself. I am not prepared for this, as well, at least as prepared as I thought I was, because I've got him on Overdrive's music, not on Breakdown's music. Supreme, I'm sorry. I know I downloaded it. Where is it? There we go. There we go. It's late, but we're good. It's late, but we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, Supreme Knight, the leader and owner of TCW. TCW stands for Triple Crown Wrestling on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, go check him out at Dr. Supreme Knight. You can see him in chat. You can follow off his name. An incredible show, a very committed man. Proud to know him, to say the least. Enough blazing, though. Ladies and gentlemen, Supreme Knight, one hell of a competitor in UCW, but he is up against somebody who is not someone to slack on. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way through the gorilla position, he goes by the Dark Horse here in UCW. He is the father of Adam Thomas, and he is not only your Continental Champion, he is also the King's Debt Champion, walking out of the Royal Rumble last night, the first ever Blood Ledger Royal Rumble in UCW history, with the ultimate prize. Do I watch AEW? Yes, I do. Every once in a while. I'm a big Jon Moxley fan, and that's where I can watch him. So whenever I'm in a Jon Moxley mood, I watch him. Ricky. Ricky. There you go. It's like saying all of Von Erich, but not really.
Like a storm in the ring of a lion.
Right into the action. These guys aren't even gonna give me time to get my shit together, are they? Ladies and gentlemen, the bell rings, the match begins. Ricky Thomas makes his way across the ring to Reverend Supreme Knight. Add that chain choke submission that Moxley tapped to. Chain, yes sir, that shit would be tight. That shit would be tight. Need to watch AEW from last night. Homie, they'll put the unified title on Collision as if a world title from what? Hey, I'm with that plan, Supreme. I'm with that. You also need to watch NWA. Me and Rad have been watching it. It's pretty good. Pie Guy, welcome to the YouTube chat, brother. How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Ricky Thomas fighting back against Reverend Supreme Knight. Throws him into the ropes. Ricky Thomas, huge punch to the face of Reverend Supreme Knight. Big elbows to the leg. Ricky Thomas trying to dismantle the limbs of the much larger Reverend Supreme Knight. After what he did to him in the Blood Ledger last evening, there is no way that Ricky Thomas is scared of Supreme Knight. Much respect, much love to Supreme Knight, but this man hoisted him above those ropes like he was green as ever and tossed his ass out onto the floor like he was a sack of potatoes. Ricky Thomas, big shoulder tackle off the top rope. This is wrestling, right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. UCW is a custom EFED. It is a complete universe that I have made with the help of a couple of friends as far as logos, titles, rings, arenas, pay-per-views, wrestlers, all of that. A lot of the people who you are going to see tonight are actually members of the community, so if you're interested in joining, all you have to do is post your created characters using hashtag UCWUU and UCWEF. Using UCW is a very hard way for me to find it. You have to give me the names of your wrestlers if you do that. I prefer if you join the Discord if you do that as well. There's supposed to be a fight this weekend. For who? Adam Thomas in that Rumble. Yeah, King Hipster threw my ass out of the ring. He threw my ass out. He showed it. He showed it, and then he got his ass hoisted out by fucking Ethan Omega. What's worse? What's worse? Excited for SummerSlam? I'm a little bit. I really want to see the tag team match, just to be honest. Reverend Supreme Knight, big combo against Ricky Thomas, who's up against the ropes. I don't know, my friend told me about it. There's SummerSlam this weekend. That might be what you're talking about. Hipsta is a menace. Hipsta is indeed a menace. Yeah, I'll agree. But no, I really want to see the tag team match. I have mixed feelings about Naomi versus Rhea versus Io. I love Rhea Ripley, but I'd like to see somebody else get that championship opportunity. The men's tag team match will be great. The women's tag team match will be great. John Cena backing out kind of has me but I also haven't watched since that happened, so I don't know if that's actually a thing. Just want to see the tag team match in AJ Styles and Mysterio. AJ Styles and Mysterio. There's a couple of matches that sound really good. I might catch it. I might. Not a bad thing. Keeps things interesting. It does indeed keep things interesting, Hipster. It's not a bad thing at all. Did somebody mention tag team? Yes, Hazard. We're talking about tag team wrestling, but in real life. Real life, not UCW. You're excited for SummerSlam? I'm glad, Pie Guy. I am glad. Reverend Supreme Knight taunting Ricky Thomas. Standing in the middle of the ring across from him. Ricky Thomas dazed and confused on his feet. He picks up Reverend Supreme Knight once again. The fact that Ricky Thomas can pick he throws him across the ring. The ref is smacking the shit out of Supreme Knight. Rad, welcome to the chat, brother. How are we doing? How is it going today? SummerSlam in the UK is like 2 in the morning. I don't like wrestling that much, brother. I don't like wrestling that much. 2 in the morning, you have to catch me the day after. Real talk. Reverend Ref, can you get out of it? Thank you. Supreme Knight stomping down on the chest of Ricky Thomas, going for the cover. Ricky Thomas has to be a little tired after the match that he had last night. A lot of our competitors were in that match, but he was in it till the very end. Came in at 28, so like, or came in at 29, so like nothing crazy. But you know what I'm saying. Ricky Thomas with a hockey stick in the middle of the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a no-holds-barred match. So anything that's disgruntled, the anger, the upsetness between these two men can be settled right here, right now. Snapping a hockey stick across his back. I'd say Reverend Supreme Knight has a problem. He picks up Ricky Thomas. Ricky Thomas with a reversal. Sends him over his shoulder. Big elbows to the body. Huge punch to the face from Reverend Supreme Knight. Ricky Thomas showing a lot of wear and tear. Huge kick to the gut. Knee down onto the back of the head of Reverend Supreme Knight on the outside. Now Ricky Thomas going underneath the ring. I'm assuming he's going to have a hockey stick of some sort, something of his own to break over Reverend Supreme Knight after he broke that hockey stick over his back. Focusing on the arms. No holds barred in Extreme Rules. So no holds barred in real life. You can do, there aren't illegal moves. Like there is no such thing as a, holy shit, Ricky Thomas. 1, 2, only a count of 2. Reverend Supreme Knight able to stay in this match, ladies and gentlemen. But no, in real life, no holds barred. Like there's no banned moves. You can do pretty much anything. Rope breaks don't exist. Chairs can be used. It's a certain stipulation if it's false count anywhere or not. Usually you still have to finish the match in the ring. Extreme Rules is just weapons are allowed and there's no disqualifications. There's still banned moves that you can't do. That's the whole reason why no holds barred is called no holds barred, because it's essentially no holds banned. From what I've been told. Rad can tell you if I'm wrong. I promise you he can. Ricky Thomas looking for a 3 amigos, it looks like. Holy shit, down onto his face. Reverend Supreme Knight. 1, 2, only a count of 2. Supreme Knight, you're still in this one, brother. The match is not over yet. Off the ropes, Ricky Thomas misses. Supreme Knight able to get out of the way. Big chop to the body and another punch. Huge elbow. Rev catches him in the gut. He's got him up on his shoulders. Ribs will be crushed. Ribs will indeed be crushed. Reverend Supreme Knight with a reversal. Up onto his shoulders. Supreme Knight. Huge move to Ricky Thomas. Ribs will be crushed. I don't know if UCW is ready for their rib cage to be dismantled yet, Rad. And by that I mean I just didn't put you on the card tonight. I'm sorry. We're actually running a short card tonight because I'm getting ready to leave tomorrow. And 6 matches is going to put me here until 6:30, and then I'll be editing for you know exactly how long. And I don't have time to do that today. Ricky Thomas, very full of huge move. Lays out Reverend Supreme Knight. That man looks knocked out in the middle of the ring. Is this the end? No, it's not. He's able to kick out. Huge kick to the gut. Reverend Supreme now with the 3 amigos of his own. And if it's not actually the 3 amigos, get at me. It can be whatever I want it to be. This is UCW, not WWE. Going for a cover. 2. Still only a count of 2. Editing will be the death of me. Editing will be the death of all of us. Editing will be the death of every single one of us. I joined the Discord today. Can you verify my user is Locks? Cannot verify for you, brother. Cannot. Cannot do that for you. Mostly because that shit ain't there. Throws Ricky Thomas, throws Supreme Knight into the ring. Baseball bat in hand. Gets caught with a huge knee. Reverend Supreme Knight goes falling down. Gets out of the way of the leg drop, though. Big punch to the face. And a huge knee to the body from Ricky Thomas. These 2 men going back and forth. Huge elbow to the face. Big punch. Reverend Supreme Knight putting it together. A little bit of fear showing on the face of the King's Debt champion. Supreme Knight lays out Ricky Thomas. 2. Only a count of 2. Ricky Thomas barely able to get out of that one. That one looked like it was going to end very bad. Huge kick to the gut. Ricky Thomas reversal from Reverend Supreme Knight. And the shovel comes back in the... Damn! Supreme Knight doing some ungodly things to Ricky Thomas right now. Busting his ass with a shovel. Need to get to editing somehow. Use CapCut, it's free. He is holding on to not losing. Both these men are Hazard. Both these men are. Shovel across the body, misses. Reverend Supreme Knight, huge knee to the face. Baseball bat in hand like Prime Sting. Misses the move. Ricky Thomas knocks it out of his hand. He just absolutely showing off the strength of the Dark Horse. Walking around with Supreme Knight in a suplex position. Takes him down. Supreme Knight not looking good. Gets him. He caught him. Gets Ricky Thomas up. Spills him back down. Supreme Knight, am I supposed to be calling that the hand of God, brother? I feel like that's what the hand of God is. 2. Only a count of 2. Ricky, hammer of God. Word. Got you. Hammer of God. I can do that. Ricky Thomas catches Supreme Knight. Big kick to the fucking leg. I couldn't stop myself from saying it that time. I'm sorry, YouTube. It was already coming out. I couldn't stop it. The floodgates opened. What can I say? I don't know what to tell you. Reverend Supreme Knight back up to his feet. Gets knocked down. Ricky Thomas goes spilling. Now working the knee of Ricky Thomas against the apron. Supreme Knight takes aim in the corner. We've seen this too many times. This is Ricky Thomas's favorite thing. John Styles uses that as well. Going for the cover. 2, 3. Reverend Supreme Knight just beat Ricky Thomas. Beating the Continental Champion is not a guaranteed way to become the #1 contender, but it is a guaranteed way to have a match for the #1 contender spot. So ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to announce that next week on UCW Breakdown, we will have a triple threat between John Styles, Nolan Omega, and Reverend Supreme Knight to become the #1 contender for the Continental Championship. They will then take on Ricky Thomas the following Monday for the belt. I gotta remember that. I gotta remember that because I just came up with that off the top of my head. I gotta remember that now. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a championship match. We've got the Prince of Carnage champion, Eddie Lewis, taking on Jake Simon. Like I said, this is for the Prince of Carnage championship. That means it is also a no-holds-barred match. Pushing Nolan Omega's singles run. Not necessarily pushing, he just keeps asking for it, so I'm going to give it to him because that's how this works. You ask, I deliver when I can. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a championship match. The ring announcer getting everybody ready for what is sure to be a crazy, crazy fight. Making their way through gorilla position, we've got the challenger, the vampire of UCW, the scariest man from all the land. I don't know. Words are hard, brother. I'm trying to come up with shit. Jake Simon, ladies and gentlemen. A terrifying presence, one of our TikTok viewers. Welcome in, Jake Simon. Welcome in. Giving you another shot at the gold. You more than earned it.
So loud I break bones. No flash, just war tones. Ditch the pain, lace the boots. Step in, I cut straight to roots. No lights, no gimmicks.
I see why it felt so
no
good.
rules,
That makes
no
sense.
witness.
That makes sense.
I don't want, I don't miss. One shot, one hit, that's it. Every scar that's mine to wear. Every match I make, I'm scared. Simon don't smile, Simon stares until you're twitching on canvas stairs. I'm not here to be great.
Big fan of his music. Fits the vampire theme, fits the dark theme. Jake Simon, ladies and gentlemen. He's locked in and focused, ready for battle.
No witness. Oh.
That was nice. Two claps. Two claps for the challenger, ladies and gentlemen. But on to bigger and better things, quite literally, ladies and gentlemen, he is your Prince of Carnage champion. Making his way down to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, Eddy Lewis.
I walked through fire, didn't flinch, didn't fall, built my name in silence while the bright one sold. From crack floor
Got a very quick entrance, so you're not going to hear the whole song.
steel spotlight,
I'd rather be running to the ring.
I made pain my truth, in the ring my right.
I like that. There is usually a show tomorrow, Hazard. Usually Breakdown is on Friday, but it's Thursday. I'm leaving town, going out of town for a couple of days, so I'm doing this show today. And then Overdrive, our Monday show, will be on Tuesday, not on Monday.
Every fall, every fight, but I've never forgotten. Blood in my boots, pride in my breath. Step in my lane, you're stepping to death. Legacy and death.
Ladies and gentlemen, a better look at the Prince of Carnage Championship, one that I am also probably going to rework while I'm gone, just to let you know. Big things coming to UCW. Jake Simon, the challenger, ready to take on Eddy Lewis, the first and only UCW Breakdown Prince of Carnage champion, from my recollection. I could be wrong. Perfection is a lie. Perfection is indeed a lie. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is sure to be a slobber knocker, in the words of old JR. Jake Simon, big punch to the back of the head. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. The devil has entered the chat. Welcome to chat, clown. How you doing? How you doing? The leader of TXW, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat. Big shout outs to him. If you are not already following him, what are you doing? Jake Simon, huge elbow off the top rope, misses. Eddy Lewis, big punch to the face to put down the challenger. Defending this belt at any cost, it looks like. Caught him with that punch, but barely. Jake Simon throws him into the ropes, catches him with a big elbow. Eddy Lewis back up to his feet like it never happened. Slams Jake Simon down. Just getting home, I'm tired. Oh, I bet. Throws Eddy Lewis off the top rope. Jake Simon going for a cover. Only a count of one very early on in this match. Honestly, higher than I was expecting. Off the ropes, big moonsault from Jake Simon. One. Only a count of one once again. Going underneath the ring. Jake Simon pulls out a table. The table budget increases by one, but not nearly as often as it has been. Very thankful for that. Fisher-Price, I owe Fisher-Price a lot of money because of those tables. And yes, I said a kid's toy company. Jake Simon got Eddy Lewis in the corner. Gets him up onto the middle rope. Big kick to the leg. Stomps down in his chest. Big bite from Jake Simon. Not done. Takes the legs out from underneath the champion. Up to the middle rope. Signals that he wants him up on his feet. What's Jake Simon looking for here, ladies and gentlemen? Kicks him away from the corner. Big DDT off the middle rope. Big punch to the face. Jake Simon. No, Eddy Lewis fights out of it. Able to get out of the clutches of the vampire. Bounces his face off the turnbuckle. Ref, get out of my camera. My camera angle, please. My camera angle, please. Eddy Lewis Misses the punch to the side of the face of Jake Simon. But he hits that, though. Big shouts out to Rikishi. Going for the cover. Eddie Lewis. Only a count of 2. Jake Simon able to kick out. Goes back underneath the ring. What's Eddie Lewis looking for, ladies and gentlemen? He's got a steel chair. Tries to take it across the body of Jake Simon. Both men missing huge running attacks. Jake Simon catches him. He's got a guillotine. A little preview to what you're going to see in the main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen. A little reminder that Azrael Black takes on Ace Anderson in a 2 out of 3 fall submission match as the main event tonight. Huge bulldog from Eddie Lewis to Jake Simon. Big punch to the face. Eddie Lewis looking really good later in this match. Jake Simon pushes him off, though. The ref moved. As I moved to the camera, I hate it here. Jake Simon, big kick to the face of Eddie Lewis. He's got him up on his shoulders. It's a very low, oh my God. Jake Simon might be trying to end this one, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2. Only a count of 2. The Prince of Carnage Championship is still safe. Henjay, welcome to the chat, brother. I think I'm going to take the day off tonight. I have not been home since 6:30 a.m. That's all good, brother. That's all good. I'm ending early as well. We only got 4 matches tonight. I got to do laundry and pack and stuff like that. Welcome to chat, Henjay. You lost your match to Supreme Knight. He whooped your ass. Not really. Y'all actually went back and forth. It was a good match. It was a good match. Eddie Lewis gets caught with a huge, or Jake Simon gets caught with a huge elbow. Now these two men having a test of strength in the middle of the ring. Big chop across the body. Both men look like they are running on pure fumes here tonight. I didn't see the card until a minute ago. You need to post a VOD. I always post a VOD, NJ. You know how this goes. You know how this goes. Big punch to the face from Jake Simon. And another Jake Simon. Both men now throwing huge haymakers at one another, trying to get the other one to go down. Best viewers are free viewers. Thank you, though. Mods, can we get rid of that, please? Jake Simon going for a cover. Only a count of 2. Eddie Lewis able to kick out. Thank you. Much appreciated. Don't know which one of you did that, but I love you. Thank you. Also, why is the Supreme Knight's mod cam showing? That's sad. Eddie Lewis going across the ring. Catches Jake Simon, running bulldog. Not even going for a cover. He wants Simon up. Big punches to the side of the face. Eddie Lewis seems a little frustrated, ladies and gentlemen. Makes his way out of the ring. Eddie Lewis looking for something. Got a shovel. Jake Simon's got him behind the back. Pause. Drops down. Catches him. Jake Simon. Big move to Eddie Lewis. Like I said, I got to redo something with the character. I guess that's how I'll spend my day off. I can help you. I'll be there tomorrow. Going for the cover. 1. Only a count of 1. Jake Simon very, very surprised that Eddie Lewis is not going down. He's got him up on his shoulders once again. Down on top of the shovel. Eddie Lewis. Could this be the end of the reign? No, it's not. Only a count of 2. Jake Simon back up to his feet. Ready to go. Got something else in the tank. Loaded for Eddie Lewis, but he catches his foot. Gets the reversal. Shovel back in hand. Takes it across the leg of Jake Simon. Back up to his feet. Gets caught. Huge move from Eddie Lewis. That is a big man, but he moves fast. 2. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Jake Simon kicks out. 2K25 better be fully crossplay. We will riot in-game in Minecraft if it isn't. I will riot in Minecraft if it's not. Drop kick from Jake Simon. Gets caught with the shovel across the body. That wasn't the flat side. Oh my God. Jake Simon is busted open, ladies and gentlemen. It better be less glitchy. I'd appreciate that. That account has been banned and reported. Thank you, clown. Thank you. Another bulldog from Eddy Lewis. I say we show up at 2. Hey, in-game. We can do that in-game. Sorry. Big elbow. YouTube is very particular about that stuff, so I started to say, oh my God, Eddy Lewis takes it. Eddy Lewis defeats Jake Simon, retains his championship. I'll be completely honest, he was not my pick. He was not my pick, ladies and gentlemen. Eddy Lewis retains. The reign continues over a month as of tomorrow as champion. Eddy Lewis, congratulations, brother. Very proud to call you champion here in UCW. I'm not sure what real person you are, but you are a real person. No, your match was not for the belt, but Supreme Knight did win the opportunity to have a #1 contenders match next Friday. And next Friday, if he is able to beat Nolan Omega, and who else did I say? Nolan Omega, John Styles. Next Friday, Nolan Omega, John Styles, Reverend Supreme Knight, #1 contender match. Whoever wins will face you the following Monday on Overdrive. Supreme Knight, can you DM me that match so that I have it written down somewhere? I bet I could take that title from him. That is between you and the Dark Horse, sir. Joka and Adam Thomas already have some problems between the two of them. So I will not intervene there. You know what your contract says. Ricky, you know what your contract says. Move at your own discretion, gentlemen. That's all I'm going to say. Also, Leah, I plan on getting you Rose and Darren's contracts by the end of the night. Know that cowboy bitch? Oh, yeah, probably. Adam Thomas might need to show up on Breakdown and, start clearing house. We got some crazy shit going on over there, apparently. Ladies and gentlemen, the UCW Women's Ironclad Championship is on the line between Vendetta Vice and Rose Daniels, your current champion, being escorted down to the ring by Darren Briggs. If anyone's going to take that world title from someone, it's me. Aye, hipster. Aye, bro. I see you. I feel you. I appreciate you. Sounds like yet another CEO that is afraid of the devil. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Afraid of the devil. Afraid of the devil. No. All right. The devil can't touch me. I'm in a different fucking universe. Ladies and gentlemen, making her way down to the ring. This is the wrong music, but I needed something to play. I just made this. Where's it at? There we go.
I don't play games, I play endings. Every step I take, someone's
Vendetta Vice, ladies and gentlemen.
Silk and steel in every breath.
But I see Styles
me,
being
you're tasting death. Blacklit venom, I walk with heat. Heels like knives,
Rose Daniels about to be the best manager in all of history.
I lit the flame, now watch your legacy burn in my name.
But right now, her focus should be on Vendetta Vice, ma'am. Not somebody to play with. This man is terrifying. She is able to be in the Deathlock division if she really needed to be. A submission expert.
I don't need rage, I weaponize charm. Smiles like daggers, soul disarmed.
Also, clown, there's a difference between afraid and cautious. Alright? I'm cautious of the devil. I'm cautious of the devil.
Pass by, they pray. I don't look them in the eye. But justice don't beg and mercy's fake. Vendetta don't forgive, she breaks. Truth of the echo you fear in the soundproof booth of Vendetta.
Bye-bye. Clown, can you send a message on YouTube real quick? Also, Leah, if you want to, you can as well. If you want to send a message on YouTube real quick, I will make you a moderator on YouTube. It is a PG show. I was just doing something else while our intro was playing, all right? I meant to change our intro last time. Don't come for me. Ladies and gentlemen, making our way down to the ring, your ironclad champion. There you go, ma'am. There you go. Just because, like, if I'm in the middle of a match and that happens, I'd prefer to be able to, like, can somebody handle that? Thank you. Thank you, Clown. Thank you, Leah. Rose Daniels, like I said, your ironclad champion, ladies and gentlemen. The second ever. I appreciate you. Rose Daniels, ladies and gentlemen, champion for almost 2 weeks at this point, I believe. And there is the prize. One of the belts that I'm reworking while I'm gone. Don't you worry, Rose. Don't you worry. Or Vendetta. You know, there's no telling. Ring announcer getting the crowd ready for what is sure to be an action-packed semi-main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen.
The letters, Mason. What do they mean?
I believe in Joe Hendry. Thank you for the follow, brother. How are you doing? Welcome to chat. How'd you find us? And do you really believe in Joe Hendry?
So say her name, but say it right. Rose Daniels is pain and bloom tonight.
You do be a mod here too. You don't get a sword on YouTube though. You get a wrench. So you got to add a wrench to your resume, not a sword, not another sword. Sorry, brother. Get back to the regular music, then I can start calling the match properly. The ref's in the way. The ref's in the way. There we go. Rose Daniels making it look easy against the challenger at the moment. Gets her by the back of the head. Up to the top rope. Big punch to the face. Throws her outside. Time to eat. Have a good day. Have a good day, Henjay. Have a good day. What's for Din Din? The refs do always choose the worst place to stand. It sucks. It sucks. Throws her into the steel steps. Double axe handle from Vendetta Vice. Fish sandwich and fries. Very nice. Unless the fish fillet. That shit's gross. Do better for yourself. Rose Daniels takes Vendetta Vice down off the top rope once again. Darren Briggs appearing out of nowhere and taking the turnbuckle off. Now he's in the ring. Did he? What the 2K. I know y'all saw that. Thank you, Supreme. Thank you, Supreme. About to order Firehouse subs for dinner. That sounds freaking amazing. Big punches to the face from Vendetta Vice to the champion. Keeping the attack focused on the head. Catches her. That was definitely a glitch. There ain't no way. Like, he teleported through the ropes. What's your Firehouse order? Yeah, what's your Firehouse order? I haven't had Firehouse subs in so long, I don't know mine, so don't ask me. But what's yours? Big punch to the face from Rose Daniels, swinging the pendulum back in her favor against Vendetta Vice. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? I mean, it's definitely fireman themed, but I don't know what that is. I've only been to Firehouse subs once, and it was fire. Hey, it's in the name. Rose Daniels going for the cover on Vendetta Vice. A count of one. The champion seems very confident in her ability to retain. Big suplex from Rose Daniels. Never had Firehouse subs. You're missing out. You're missing out. I moved to the middle of nowhere, so that's why I haven't had it in a long time. Gets her into the corner. Big punch across the back. Vendetta Vice keeping the pressure on Rose Daniels. Folds her. Big kick to the face. Vendetta Vice. Do you like Seth Rollins? Yes. Yes, I do. I am a pretty big fan of Seth Rollins. Yes, I like his work. Very talented. Kendo stick misses, but the punch through the ladder does not. I did respond. The fuck? Up to the top rope. Who is your fave real wrestler? Active or of all time? Vendetta Vice, big chair shots across the body of Rose Daniels. Throws her into the barricade. In terms of chain subs, Firehouse is the best, for sure. All-time Ric Flair. Close second, Dusty Rhodes. Close third, Shawn Michaels. Vendetta Vice takes down Rose Daniels. Big elbow to the back of the knee. Huge kick to the face. Vendetta Vice just laid out Rose Daniels on the outside of the ring. Fave Seth moment, the cash-in at WrestleMania where he beat Brock and Roman. The heist of the century. It is by far one of my favorite wrestling moments. It is definitely my favorite Seth Rollins moment. And I hated it when it happened, but turning on the Shield, I look back at it now, and it's one of the moments that I remember feeling, like I remember exactly how I felt when that happened. And for me, that's what makes it like a favorite best moment, just in my opinion. So definitely the heist of the century, or when he turned his back on the Shield. I remember the first WWE match I watched as a kid was Alberto Del Rio versus Sin Cara. That's a very athletic match to get welcomed into WWE with. Rose Daniels putting to work on Vendetta Vice after that huge kick, tossing her around the outside. Just absolutely trashing her opponent, makes her way back into the ring. So the first match I remember, like remember, Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair, WrestleMania 25, I believe. You need to chill the response stuff. He is doing YouTube and Twitch, so be patient. Thank you. Do you think the injury is real? I think it's real. I just don't think it happened when they say it happened. I think he'd been messing with it for a while. WrestleMania 24. Thank you, Hipsta. Thank you. I knew it was 24 or 25. I just couldn't remember which one. Because 25 is when Shawn fought Undertaker, right? Up on his shoulders. Her shoulders. My bad. Rose Daniels, big elbow as a reversal. Hard camera cut was crazy. Sorry about the disorientation, ladies and gentlemen. Rose Daniels catches Vendetta Vice with a big kick to the face. That match did have some real life heat. I don't know much about it, but there was some beef between Sin Cara and Alberto Del Rio. I don't know much about it, so I'm not going to speak on it. But Supreme Knight, that's your guy if you want to know. First WrestleMania I watched was WrestleMania 25, and I rented the disc from a video store. So I remember both those years. I don't know if Henjay's still in here. But I remember one of those years we were at my grandma's house and we were watching it on her TV, and the next year we were at home watching it. I remember the whole like pre-order process and all. Rose Daniels with a count of 2 on Vendetta Vice. I remember the whole like purchasing like the pay-per-view process and like sitting there waiting and like the anticipation and shit. Sin Cara pulled a heater on Del Rio. Yeah, I remember he like actually like socked his ass. Rose Daniels takes down Vendetta Vice in the middle of the ring. I actually saw a clip of the Dolph Ziggler cash in on Alberto Del Rio. Back when like AJ Lee and Big E were with him. One of the biggest pops I've ever heard, in my opinion. Vendetta Vice misses the clothesline off the middle rope, gets caught by the table to the face. For reals, I remember the arm breaker Del Rio used made Sin Cara instantly tap. Yeah, it's probably because he was actually putting him in an arm bar. I also just love Del Rio's. The whole like twist around on the arm, then land in position. I love that, dude. I love it. Rose Daniels, what's it called, Leah? Rolls her over. Rose Daniels going for a cover on Vendetta Vice to reclaim her championship here tonight. Not a count of 3 though. Only a count of 2. Vendetta Vice makes it out of this one. It was a cool submission move. I loved it, dude. It was one of the coolest moves at that time from when I was watching. That's when I watched it way more often because it was what was on the TV. Breaking the kendo stick across the back of Vendetta Vice. What's this? The lights have gone out in the middle of the arena. I did not plan this whatsoever. Who is coming out here? He went full on MMA on Sin Cara. Yeah. It was crazy. I remember them actually not liking each other. Misty Rivers, the former Ironclad champion. Rose Daniels catches the kick. Misty Rivers running the hell away from Rose Daniels. She do not want the smoke. She wants nothing to do with this woman, ladies and gentlemen. She is heading back through the ring. She said, I'm done. I don't want none of this. This lady is crazy. Rose Daniels makes her way back down the ramp to get into the ring to focus on Vendetta Vice. Huge forearm across the back. Rose throws her over the ropes. Remember when Sin Cara would fight under a low flame like light? I liked his entrance was the coolest part for me, the jumping over the ropes. He's come out and said that was pretty bad for his knees, but I thought it was so cool, bro. Huge kick from Rose Daniels takes Vendetta Vice, off the side of the ring. Rose Daniels lights the table on fire. I think she might have become a little more unhinged, Leah, because she's lighting shit on fire now. Vendetta Vice knocks Rose Daniels into the table, setting the fire out. Misses the clothesline. Vendetta Vice misses the punch. Rose Daniels, she's got her down onto the shards of that kendo stick. She's setting up the table once again. Rose Daniels really wants to put Vendetta Vice through a table, putting it over that steel chair. That'll definitely add to the damage if she puts her through it. Catches the kick to the gut. Vendetta Vice takes down Rose Daniels. Such a cool entrance, but I wish they pushed him more when he was in a tag team with Kalisto. Their song was, and entrance was fire. I completely agree. Sin Cara always felt like somebody who could have been pushed way more. I wasn't like his hugest fan or anything. I'm not going to front on y'all, but like, I definitely felt he could have used a bigger push and could have done more for the company. Vendetta Vice! Only a count of 2. Not able to take the champion down. Ladies and gentlemen, Rose Daniels proving why she is the Ironclad champion. Up against the table, Vendetta Vice looking to put her through it. Oh my God! Down onto the steel chair. Vendetta Vice seems to have think she might have won this championship. She's going up to the top rope. She wants Rose on her feet. Rose stands, responding to the call. Gets out of the way. Vendetta Vice misses. Rose Daniels looks fired up off the middle rope. Gets caught by the forearm to the face. Big kick from Vendetta Vice takes out Rose Daniels. 1, 2. Only a count of 2. Rose Daniels able to fight out. The ladder match where Kalisto did his famous Salida del Sol off the ladder onto another ladder. That should have been their tag title win. I completely agree. Big punch to the face from Rose Daniels. She catches her with the knee as a follow-up. Rose looking for something on the outside. She grabs a ladder. No, a hammer instead. I thought she was going for the ladder. I'm keeping it up. Catches Vendetta Vice with a hammer shot to the body. Rose Daniels going for another cover on the challenger. Is this one enough? Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Rose Daniels retains the Ironclad Championship here tonight. Stop. Hammer time. Rose Daniels, ladies and gentlemen, retaining the championship that she is the second to ever hold. Bringing back the gold. Leah, do we have a name for the faction? Is that a thing? Do we have a name? Is that a thing? Talking shit to my cameraman. Told you she was crazy. Yeah, she lighting shit on fire. Putting people through things. Got put through something. Still wins the championship. Congratulations to Rose Daniels, ladies and gentlemen. A very confident, dominating champion here on UCW Breakdown. And for the faction, I will soon. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the evening where I have the pleasure of announcing to you all that it is the main event of the evening. Azrael Black is challenging the Deathlock champion Ace Anderson at an opportunity to retain his belt. This is your main event, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get hype in chat. Show them why we like UCW. This is a submission only 2 out of 3 falls match. The ref is letting everybody in the arena know what they are about to witness and to keep their hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. I've been looking forward to this. I bet you have, brother. Making their way to the ring first. The new look, Azrael Black, coming down now. Ladies and gentlemen, the former Deathlock champion looking to retain his gold here tonight. Emerging from the brightness, not the darkness, the brightness. The Archangel, ladies and gentlemen.
In the dark, I am the one who comes for you. I am the hero.
This is good music, Jose. Or not Jose. My bad. 77. Because, like, it says Josu. So, like, my brain, dyslexia, went Jose.
Feel the weight.
This is good, though, brother.
Feel the weight of my wings. Black wings spread wide.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, he is your reigning, defending Deathlock champion, Ace Anderson, the Punisher. 77 is cool. Yeah, we're gonna stick with 77.
I don't wait for fate to choose. I swing first, win or lose.
And the new look Deathlock championship around his waist.
No backup, no fear, no run. While they scream or turn and
Brought to you by Dean's French Underwood. Not really. Not really. Not a pain fuck.
and fight the tide. They call it suicide, I call it soul. They call it over, I call it roll. Cause
Actually
pain
think this is
don't
gonna be the best
shake
match of the
me,
evening.
blood don't stop me.
I don't know.
Might find me,
Eddie Lewis and Jake Simon was pretty crazy. Rose Daniels and Vendetta Vice was a pretty good match, man.
boots planted, I don't beg, I don't fold. You bring your God.
Ace Anderson, a very confident champion, showing himself and the belt off to the UCW universe in attendance. This one is guaranteed to be 0 to 100 from the second the bell rings, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get into the action. Maybe. Stability might be a little off, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize if it is. Not making their way to the ring. The ring announcer letting everybody know what's going on. And there it is, the Deathlock Championship in the hands of the current champion. How long will it remain that way? We are sure to find out soon. Azrael Black taking a look at what was formerly his. And the ref giving you all a chance to see it one last time before this match is underway. Azrael Black, Ace Anderson, both men look very ready for what is sure to be a hell of a match. 2 out of 3 falls, submission only. Collar and elbow tie up to start us off. Ace Anderson trying to prove he is the stronger competitor, but Azrael Black The Archangel backs him down into the ropes. Off the ropes, the Archangel takes out the ref and Ace Anderson. Another collar and elbow tie up from two men trying to prove who is stronger. Azrael Black once again backs down the Deathlock champion, proving the strength. Ace Anderson, huge kick. Azrael Black misses the elbow off the middle rope. Ace Anderson might have been targeting the ref there, it looked like. Collar and elbow tie up once again. Azrael Black now choosing to focus on the arm of Ace Anderson. Ace Anderson looks like he's in a lot of pain. Working the arm now. Azrael Black. Once again, working the arm and tossing Ace Anderson over his hips. Ref bump already. Ref bump within the first 2 minutes. Yes, indeed, Supreme. Takes down Azrael Black, Ace Anderson. Ref got in the way. Off the top rope, Ace Anderson misses the elbow. Collar and elbow tie up between Azrael Black and Ace Anderson, throws him into the corner. Catches him with the big elbow. Azrael Black up off the middle rope, big moonsault. Huge kick to the face from Ace Anderson to Azrael Black. He goes spilling down on the mat. Big elbows to the body. Ace Anderson. Huge punch. He's got him. Slams him down on his back. Azrael Black on the outside. Ace Anderson going underneath the ring looking for something. Big kick to the face from the Archangel on the outside. Ace Anderson had a light tube in his hand. Big elbows to the body. Huge punch, or kick, my bad, wrong body part. Huge kick to the face from Ace Anderson, busts open Azrael Black. He catches him, throws him into the ref. Big elbow to the face. Azrael Black with another elbow takes down Ace Anderson. Got him against the ropes. Ace Anderson takes him over, very similar to what happened last night at the Blood Ledger Battle Royal Rumble. Archangel trying to get Ace Anderson down off the turnbuckle. He succeeds, throws him down into the middle of the ring, stomping on his hands. Azrael Black working his way around the outside now. Light bar in hand. Throws it down across Ace Anderson. Ace Anderson gets out of the way. He was going for something big there. Drops the Archangel back down onto his neck. Working his arms. Big snap of the arm of Ace Anderson, from Ace Anderson. Light bar shatters across the leg of the Archangel. He stands up, gets out of the way. Big DDT. Huge DDT from Ace Anderson. Azrael Black makes his way up to his feet. Throws him into the ropes. Big knee. Takes him down. Ace Anderson going for the first submission attempt of the evening. This is how he won the championship last week on Breakdown. Azrael Black able to fight out. Big elbow to the face. Huge kick to the body. Elbow after elbow. Ace Anderson fighting back now. Azrael Black gets out of the way of the first one. Does not get out of the way of the second one. Another big knee takes him down. Ace Anderson flies across the ring. Huge shoulder to the face of Azrael Black. Going for another submission. Another attempt at the title. Azrael Black has to grab that rope to get a rope break. Gets Ace Anderson off of him. Throws him into the ropes. Goes over. Azrael Black down onto the neck of Ace Anderson. Big knee misses. Ace Anderson's got Azrael Black up on his shoulder. Drops him down onto the top rope. Goes underneath the ropes. Ace Anderson back on the outside. Azrael Black props himself up against the ropes, trying to get a little bit of breath in his lungs. Misses the attack with the baseball bat. Huge kick from the Archangel. Hits him with a big knee. Takes him down. Ace Anderson looks confident. Very able. Waiting for Azrael Black to get up to his feet. He catches the kick. Huge knee to the face. Ace Anderson standing up to his feet. Big punch and a slap across the chest. Ace Anderson catches him down onto the mat. He stomps in the arm of Azrael Black, going for another submission now. Azrael Black needs to put it together if he wants to be able to retain his championship. The championship that he is the first ever holder of. This camel clutch, possibly, maybe. Takes him down. Huge clothesline. As I was saying, that looked like a very deep submission hold. Azrael Black choosing to work on the neck now. Going for his first submission attempt. Ace Anderson able to fight out. Flips him over his shoulders. Waiting in the corner, Ace Anderson pumping the crowd up, looking for something big here. Huge kick from Ace Anderson. Lays out Azrael Black. Off the ropes, misses the stomp. Big punch to the face. Ace Anderson catches him with a kick. Gets him up on his shoulders. Huge slam down. Azrael Black, the challenger, laid out in the middle of the ring, but Ace Anderson with not enough energy to do anything about it. Stands up to his feet. Barbed wire bat once again in hand. Azrael Black has not moved. Takes that attack to the leg very personally. Gets up to his feet. Azrael Black gets taken down once again. Huge shoulder to the face. Ace Anderson going for another submission. Azrael Black able to get out of this one once again. Breaking the hold. Off the top rope. Takes down Ace Anderson. He wants him back up on his feet. What's Azrael Black looking for? Up onto his shoulders. Huge knee to the back of the head of Ace Anderson. He falls down on that baseball bat covered in barbed wire. Azrael Black getting Ace Anderson up to his feet. Off the ropes. What's he looking for? Big knees to the face. The Archangel now picking off his opponent. Drops the hammer down on the knee of Ace Anderson. Big baseball bat shot to the face of Ace Anderson. He's got him in the corner. Big stomps to the body. Big stomps to the body. Azrael Black still in control. Anderson makes his way up to his feet. Throws him out of the ring. Ace Anderson looking for something big on the outside. Slams him down on his back. Takes aim once again. Catches him with another shoulder to the face. The Archangel goes down as Ace Anderson goes underneath the ring. Kendo stick in hand. Takes it across the leg of Archangel Azrael Black. The assault does not end, but Azrael Black catches him. Huge kick to the face. Picks up the kendo stick and breaks it across the body of Ace Anderson. Big kick to the body. Picks him up, drops him down. Azrael Black gets caught by a big kick to the top of the head. Ace Anderson on the outside. Looking for the punishment bomb. He hits it. Going for another submission on the outside. Once again, how he won this championship last week. Azrael Black taps. Ace Anderson is up 1-0. And he catches him with a huge punch to the face. Ace Anderson taking aim on Azrael Black once again. Another shoulder to the face. Goes underneath the ropes. Azrael Black laid out on the inside. Barbed wire bat in hand. Ace Anderson takes it across the knee of the Archangel. Huge kick across the chest, once again taking aim. Azrael Black gets out of the way, able to save himself from another shoulder. Flips him over his hip. Joker's Rise, thank you for the raid, brother. How was the stream? How are we doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Glad you trusted me with your community. How are we doing? Takes the barbed wire bat across the leg of Ace Anderson. Huge kick in the face as well. Big knee. Once again, welcome in, Joker's Rise. Thank you for trusting me with your community. I hope you had a great stream, brother. Did you end with Dark Souls?
The letters, Mason. What do they mean?
Tyler Mop, thank you for the follow, brother. I appreciate it. Welcome to chat. How are you doing? If you found us through the raid, thank you, thank you, thank you. Azrael Black on the outside. Drops him down. Both men super tired. Jackfruit Gravy, welcome to chat, brother. Welcome in, welcome in. Also, Joker's Rise. John Styles might have earned himself an opportunity at a #1 contenders match for the Continental Championship. Just searching through EFEDs. Well, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Glad you chose this the place to be. We are super excited to have you. Are you a part of any other EFEDs? Do you know what EFEDs are? You said you scrolling through EFEDs, so I assume so. I'm just also a little dumb. The Archangel Azrael Black helping him up. Big kick to the face. Well, this is UCW. This is my custom EFED. It's completely AI versus AI. This is our extreme brand of wrestling, UCW Breakdown. Right now, you are seeing a match for our Deathlock Championship. This is a mission-only match. It's a best 2 out of 3 falls. We call it the Deathlock match. Ace Anderson is up 1-0. He is the current champion. We're waiting for that. Haha, we finished with some Tony Hawks, but I'll always trust you with the gang. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. On 2 EFEDs at the moment. That is very cool. 2 EFEDs is crazy. I'm on, I think UCW makes 4. I think I'm part of 4 or 5 now. I can't remember. But welcome in, brother. I'm glad you chose us to be a place to be. Big kick to the body. Azrael Black. Another punishment bomb from Ace Anderson. Going for another submission, but Azrael Black able to get out of the way. It is actually next Friday, sir. Next Friday, you will take on Supreme Knight. You will take on Supreme Knight, and you will take on Nolan Omega in a triple threat match. The winner of that match will go on Monday to face Ricky Thomas for the Continental Championship. Cretan, welcome to chat, brother. Let's go. I'm very proud of you for making that decision that you made, by the way. I know it was probably difficult, but if it's what you think is best, it's what I think is best. I support you always. Schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, and TCW, and Thursday is a streamer EFED I'm a part of. Very nice, very nice. I believe HK isn't around anymore. It is. Kevin's just busy. Don't worry. At TCW and Thursday is a streamer EFED. Very nice, very nice. Had to make sure I read that correctly. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. Of course, man. Of course. So actually, you weren't here for this, but we're thinking about getting a EC dub, like voiceover made, to where it's UC dub instead of EC dub, just based off of when you come in here to do that, so that you have something you can play. Ace Anderson focusing on Azrael Black. Still doing a lot of damage. Still up 1-0. The Archangel needs to put something together and get Ace Anderson to tap if he has any chance of retaining the Deathlock Championship. He's got him by the back. Throws the Archangel back into the ring. Ace Anderson going for another submission. Is this going to be the end of this match, ladies and gentlemen? I hope not, but this has been the Archangel's. Oh my God! About to play with my friends on WWE2K25. Very nice, sir. 77. Ace Anderson retains the Deathlock Championship 2-0. What an insane turn of events. It is not what I was expecting. Playing my GM. Very nice, very nice. I haven't done very much on that game mode. parts of this game I can't stand, to be honest. Ladies and gentlemen, none of the championships that were on the line tonight changed hands. Two of those actually, I'm only a little sad about. Not really this one. Ace Anderson, a very, very, very good opponent. Azrael Black fought well. The Archangel might have bigger and better things in his future. 77, if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. You love Universe, Tyler? Very good, very good. Universe is definitely the most fun that I have. It just kind of buggy sometimes, Ace Anderson holding that championship up, standing in the corner, dominating in this match. It was not a one-on-one normal match. You're lying. You're lying, WWE. You're lying. You're lying. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our main event of the evening. You say I got to deal with Nolan's ass again, and now I got to add Revan to the mix. God damn it. Yeah. Nolan ain't going nowhere. Nolan ain't going nowhere. Just to be honest, folks, to pull the fourth wall back before I tell you who won, because we were all already here. What makes me like it, as far as like people who participate, is if you can get a promo, that's great. As people who aren't champions, I don't really expect much from you other than like come support. But if you're a champion on my show, I need you to cut a promo. It helps me understand what the champion is thinking, and it doesn't feel right for me to be pushing like champions who aren't talking and who nobody's heard from. So Eddie Lewis is a real person, but he showed up, followed, and kind of dropped off his call for me to babysit. And he's been the Prince of Carnage champion the whole time. I'm not going to strip him of the title because I don't believe in doing that because he did earn it, but it would help me a lot if he cut a promo. Granted, Jake Simon winning it as well. Jake Simon's not a part of the Discord, but he is more active on TikTok than Eddie Lewis. Ace Anderson defeated the Archangel. The Archangel will rise again. There you go, brother. There you go. But anyway, that's the scoop. Reverend Supreme Knight defeats Ricky Thomas in a no-holds-barred match to start off the night. An incredible match between two veterans of the EFED game, and then Eddie Lewis defeated Jake Simon to retain the Prince of Carnage championship here as well. And then Rose Daniels did the same against Vendetta Vice for the Ironclad championship. Rose Daniels securing her victory even after an interruption from Misty Rivers, the former Ironclad champion. And Azrael Black sadly did not walk away with the Deathlock Championship the way that we were all hoping. Ace Anderson upset the universe, taking away the Deathlock Championship. Darkwin, very proud for you, brother. Very happy for you. I am glad that you got the dub, as sad as I am that 77 lost. I don't play favorites. I promise. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Well done, Rose. We will be speaking very soon. Sincerely, John Styles. There you go, brother. There you go.
Yeah. Chat go out like a lion's roar. They spamming W's, we breaking the floor. Clicks go up like a rocket and fly. We raid the stream, it's a party tonight. It's a Twitch raid, baby, light it up.